Ready, ready. 60 outlaw. Protein spill.
31, check 31. He's checking. Crash.
Let's go.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Topper.
25, check 25. Watch the twist.
2nd and 13. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Down. 60 or.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Kill. Check the backer. Alert 3. Check.
Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant you the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check 52.
Hold on. Check.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, orbit.
51. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike 51. Right here.
Now Goff on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the flat.
Goff now looks to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Gone. He's going to fire one deep over the... Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
On,
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go set. 10 logo. Rock it. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
2nd and 6. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready? 50, plant. Check 53. Not here.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Here we go. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Taken from just outside the 30. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You ain't got nothing. Go. Mike 51.
Out of the gun. Gone. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Exit.
51's the Mike.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
2nd and 10. Goff again.
Watch the run.
Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
4 down. Alert. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58.
Go.
65. 58. Right?
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
53.
Five. Bam.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Hill on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And that will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because How many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Throwing again on second down. Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Good job.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. He'll look to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
30 base. 53. Hey, lock it. Switch.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're...
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, L.A. 70 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The Vikings take over
Let's go,
first and
boys.
10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Shift. Check 61. Matchbox lights. Slow. No. Ready.
Cook trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Watch the shift! Hey, watch the shift! Switch! And 58 is a mic.
Defense.
They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Too little, he's cracked.
Tiger.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Goff. And this one complete to Smith. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is indeed good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Ready up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Leo.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Five.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Set, ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Defense, let's go.
Bravo.
58 to Mike. 50.
Look. Squeeze.
Let's go, baby. They turn it over. Let's get that ball.
And up.
They're going to look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. Is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
You're out.
I got you.
Let's go.
Slam.
Snap.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Fresno.
They'll set up to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Dante Fowler in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is fielded at the 7. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here we go. Check.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Haywood.
Man, that's trash. My 55. Hey, eat. Check time.
Hey, let's go. Go ground.
From the gun, here's Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27.
He's not going to get me. Quick to edge. Come.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kenny Young in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Yes.
Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Rabbit. What?
Rock it. Hey, Foxtrot. Be careful.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Hard. Bang, bang. Hey, Echo. Get it.
2nd and 11. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Let's go 1-1. 31.
Hey, lock it.
I got one. Check 15. Check 50.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return will stop right around the 25. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They go with Gurley on first down, but he goes nowhere. They bottled him up for a loss of a couple. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
2 for 1. Hey, team 6.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Pick it up. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 52 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Goff now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Obama. Smith. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. Now watch run. 17. Kill. 5.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
5. Banjo. 12. Back. Tight dog. Hey, exit.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. John Johnson with the INT. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Linval Joseph picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Louis.
Hey, watch it.
5.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Goff now looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Linval Joseph able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down, make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Hey, Zoo. Check 24. Check. Look at me. Go.
Out of the gun now on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 36. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. That'll be caught by Kupp. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
4 down.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
We go tonight. 180.
Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, lift. 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 Lift.
55 to Mike. Ain't no such thing as
Set.
Throwing now. Goff. They'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Focus, defense, focus.
Hey, Sam off.
SOS. SOS. SOS.
Ready, ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Charlie.
37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Check 3, check 3.
Speak up.
2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the screen. Whip, 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 whip.
Leo, Leo. Bravo.
58, right over there, right over there.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
6 man. check curls, check curls.
Look, squeeze.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Jim, go out.
Jim.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, Jim, hit it.
He'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Safety creep. Gone. Five.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Take your socks off back to home. Socks off back to home.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Watch out.
Hey, Haywood.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.